love living in Frogtown is community, and it's so accessible to anything that where I need to go, whether it be downtown St. Paul or downtown Minneapolis. I feel it's really important that neighbors get to know each other. I feel like if you don't know your neighbors, then you're living in I don't even know how to say it. You can't be enjoying your life if you don't know your neighbors. My neighbors have stepped in with getting my grandkids. My front steps were all broken and chipped up, and I couldn't afford to do that right now because I have daycare now. And I came home, and my neighbor behind me had chopped all my steps up and laid all new concrete steps for no cost. He just was like, I'm doing this because I see that you're struggling and you're trying to raise your grandchildren. I came home to brand new steps. I mean, I sobbed. Community like that is what keeps Frogtown great, in my opinion. Since I moved in there in '97, it was at its absolute worst. There wasn't homeowners, there was renters, and then the foreclosure came in 2008, and then people came in and started buying homes, and then they were flipping them, and then some of them actually stayed. So now we have more of a community-based homeowners as opposed to renters in Frogtown, which is really nice. And also people redoing the homes, and you see more kids outside playing and parents actually interacting with the children, and they're at the parks with their kids, as opposed to 10 years ago kids were just out by themselves. I would like to see a community where parents are interacting with their children more than that they are, and these kids just aren't on the streets by themselves. That if I could get a group of people to come in and either mentor these kids if the parents can't be there, and to help to make sure these kids have food and clothes and shoes and just guidance. That's what I would like to change. Like the Frogtown Farm, if we could do something like that to have it like a gathering space for kids so they can stay off the streets, and there's something for them to do, and there's adults there that can mentor them, or help them with their homework, something where kids can just go and be safe. Talk to each other and get groups together, and maybe a group of us go and we pick up trash on the streets, or we go to the meetings because we want better things. We want more energy efficient stuff within Frogtown. We want to see more solar panels on our homes, or whatever it is, to leave less of a carbon footprint. Helping plant flowers in our front yards. Some of us have front porches that we sit on. It would be nice to have like hanging flowers or flowers, and helping people with yard work. That would be great. I think my block is pretty well maintained. Maybe some paint here and there, and flowers, just to make it a little bit more pretty. I use my front yard. I have 3 chairs set up there, and that's almost like somebody's kitchen in their home is my front porch, and we all kind of congregate out there, and the kids play. I have a fenced-in yard, and they ride their bikes up and down the block, and they run and they play, or they go play at the park. I live right across the street from Ryan's Park, so I can sit on my front porch and watch them on Ryan's Park. My front porch is used almost all year round. For just, I talk to my neighbors from there. Their kids come over and play, and my front porch is a very important part of me. A lot of us would like to be more in our front yards than in our backyards, but a lot of them don't have front porches. They don't have anywhere to sit in their front yards. They have little tables set up in their backyards, and that's where they sit. Affordability to me means that you're able to pay your mortgage, or you're able to pay your rent, and you'll still be able to feed the children or kids in your household, or even yourself, and still be able to go to a movie, or fix your car if you drive. But at the rate that Frogtown's changing, it scares me. It's a double-edged sword. I'm excited as a homeowner that my property value is going to go up. It scares me that my sons won't be able to afford to live in town when they're ready to purchase a home. I want to incorporate, I love green space. I'm all about leaving the less amount of carbon footprint that I possibly can. I want to see that, as well as restaurants where families can go to. I would like to see a bigger, better recreation center where the kids can come hang out at. I see it in 2025 as the Highland area, where everybody it's a beautiful community, and there's less crime. There's more stuff for the kids in Highland to do. I see that for the Frogtown children too. It's been huge for me. Without Habitat for Humanity, I would have never been able to, number one, own a home. Number two, I would never be able to have raised my children in a community where they have such strong roots that they don't want to leave. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have Habitat. honest to God, I don't know where my kids would be, what situations we would be in, because my home is home base for everybody that's come into my life. That home has brought everyone together. I've raised many children in that home. So that without having